That's Kevin O'Connell, Vikings coach, after Sunday's 24-10 win over the Green Bay Packers. Look, it's torn. It's torn. They know it's torn.
Yeah.
The MRI is just check the box formality.
We knew
saw
it was torn.
We saw it. I didn't notice it when it happened because we're watching a bunch of games at once. At one point, I see Kirk Cousins hobbling to the sideline, wondering what happened. Is it an ankle or what? But you can see see the movement of the leg. You can see the snapping of the band,
right?
like a rubber band that just breaks.
Right.
So, and he knew it right away.
Yes, he did.
And it's just a damn shame for him because he had been playing the best football, not of his time with the Vikings, of his entire career.
Yeah.
That's what's so heartbreaking about it. But it's an older player injury.
Mm-hmm.
He's 35. He takes a lot of pounding. He plays through a lot. And it just finally happened. And it's a damn shame because he really was playing well. And, before he goes off on the card, he's rooting for the offense. Watch him. He's rooting for the offense to try to score. He's supporting his team.
He's a team player, man.
And
he's a good leader.
And I felt like at times yesterday, especially after he was out, because Jaron Hall comes in cold. He's the rookie from BYU, fifth-round pick, 6 foot.
Tough spot.
Yeah, and the defense kept stepping up.
Yeah.
The defense kept making plays. The defense is starting to turn a corner with Brian Flores.
Definitely.
So this team is now 4-4.
Mm-hmm.
After being 1-4, they've beaten the Bears, then the 49ers, and now the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. And I know the Packers aren't great this year, but it's still going into Lambeau Field and beat the Green Bay Packers. It's not an easy thing to do.
Situation for them, right.
So what do you do? O'Connell did not commit to Jaron Hall as the starter after the game. Nick Mullins has one more game on injured reserve with a back injury before he's eligible to return. Sean Mannion's on the practice squad. Yesterday I was told Colt McCoy is a name to watch because he came in for a workout recently. They signed Mannion to the practice squad instead. But McCoy has 3 years with O'Connell in Washington. 17 when O'Connell was the quarterback's coach.
Right.
18, O'Connell was the quarterback's coach and passing game coordinator. 19, he was the offensive coordinator. 3 years with Colt McCoy and Kevin O'Connell. Because you need somebody who knows the offense. You can't just grab a quarterback and say, we're going to coach him up and get him ready to go on Sunday at Atlanta.
Right.
That's a huge game.
Yeah. No, I mean, and again, it's, there's Kevin O'Connell, that offense, they got a lot of things that they put on the quarterback. That's why he loves Kirk Cousins so much. Kirk Cousins able to digest all of that and apply it to the football field and dice up defenses. I don't care what they do. They get Colt McCoy. They trade Ryan Tannehill. Whoever you want to throw out there.
He's got a bad ankle too.
I know, right? But whoever you want to throw out there for everybody to think, oh, well, they'll just get him in the lineup and they'll continue to be a dangerous offense. Absolutely not. Kirk Cousins is the Vikings here. I mean, the defense isn't great. You don't run the ball that well. It's all about O'Connell and him coming up with pass game plans and dicing people up that way. That's where it's a shame. He was phenomenal yesterday. He really was. He was great. I said last week, Mike, I can't remember if I said it to you or on the podcast, but I had more confidence in the Vikings making a run in the playoffs this year at 3-4 than I did last year when they were sitting there 9-1.
Because my son and I were talking about it Thursday night.
Yeah. So I did tell you.
Yeah,
okay,
because their defense is better.
Exactly.
And their offense
he's
seems
figured
better.
Out the offense
and you've got Jordan Addison to go along with Justin Jefferson, who's coming back at some point.
Exactly
and he's figured out the offense, and it's hit the sweet spot, and he's got the same guy talking to him in his helmet.
Right.
It made a lot of sense, and how quickly it just disappears. And there's never a good time for it to happen, but and there's not. This is a horrible time. This isn't like, well, if it would have happened week 15 going into the playoffs, you're just done at that point. Right now, they got to figure out what to do, and there is no good option. And part of the problem is they're processing all of it. 100 times worse, 1,000 times worse, 10,000 times worse than us. They're trying to deal with the grief that you're going to feel when you've got a quarterback who they believe is playing the best football of his career, is done for the year. They feel horrible for him. And at the same time, you got
Oh, it's tough.
Next train's coming down the tracks.
The psychological
6 days to a trip to Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah, and I just don't know what you do. Is it Sean Mannion? I don't know. Do you bring in Colt McCoy? I don't know. Do you trade for somebody? Well, you got until 4 o'clock Eastern time on Tuesday.
That's where it really hurts them that Nick Mullins on IR and just not able to play. At least he could feel like, hey, he could be a guy that, would be ready, be able to run the offense against Atlanta and give you a fighting chance.
Is there anybody out there you would try to trade for?
I mean, nobody pops to my head off, just off the top of it here, thinking about it. But I don't think there's anybody out there that like we're looking for like the magic bullet or whatever here. That's wait, there's that guy. They should make the move, right? I mean, like teams are gonna bring up people maybe like Drew Lock, and I want to go, well, yeah, but Seattle's not going to throw their season away to go, oh, hey, Vikings, your quarterback's hurt here. Here's our good backup. So, and if our quarterback is hurt, now we're screwed, right? So that's not going to happen.
And one thing the Vikings found out 2016 when Teddy Bridgewater suffered the horrible knee injury late August, they put their thumbs on the scale when you come sniffing around for a quarterback.
Right.
They had to give up a 1 and a 4 to the Eagles to get Sam Bradford. Even though it's a different regime, there's enough similarity, it's the same ownership. I mean, this is a group that I was told yesterday they've decided, and we're not trading Danielle Hunter unless we get blown away because we got a team that can win. Yeah. Why would we do it?
Right.
The guy's great. We got a team that's competitive this year. And now you have to completely reconfigure your thought process while the clock ticks toward the trade deadline. If you're ever going to trade for anyone, you're going to do it now. There's not enough time to, I think, do it meaningfully. When they asked me last night what I would try to get Tom Brady to come out of retirement for half a season. And I'm not completely kidding.
I know you're not.
I'm more serious than I am kidding.
Yesterday, I tried to block it out of my brain when I heard you say it.
But I mean, think about it. O'Connell and Brady were teammates at one point in New England.
Right.
Brady's mom is from Minnesota. He used to spend extended stretches of time in the summer in Minnesota.
Right.
And not that the Vikings. I just allow yourself, folks, to think what it would look like right now.
Yeah.
With Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson, T.J. Hawkinson, K.J. Osborne. The offensive line is doing a pretty good job of
they're
buying
pass
time.
protecting pretty good, right.
Tom Brady's still got his arm, still in shape, half a season. And what the hell? What the hell? Come back and do it. I mean, it all depends upon what he's thinking 2 months into football season, proceeding without him. This is the opportunity.
He seems like he ain't thinking about much of football when I follow his life right now.
I know.
Yeah,
but if there's any temptation, this is it. And if not, so be it. But other than him, there's nothing they can do.
There's no magic fix here. You're exactly right. I don't see
Colt
one either.
McCoy is it.
Right. I mean, the other one that has been interesting that's been thrown out there is like Kyler Murray. Right, but I go, well, the Packers aren't going to mortgage their future for Kyler Murray right now at this moment. Right?
I wish the Packers were the ones who were having to deal with this issue.
Mortgage their future for Kyler Murray, who's just coming off injury and all of that. So that's not going to happen.
It's too much of a decision to make. It's too much to do. You're right. You're gonna have to give up multiple first-round picks or whatever it is. You're going to stare down and posture and negotiate. You got a day and a half.
Yes.
You don't have time to do it.
No, I don't think it's happening either. I feel bad for the Vikings. Like you said, Kirk Cousins was on fire. He played great yesterday. That was really domination of throughout. I mean, the game shouldn't even have been 24-10, really. And hey, to flip this over to the other side just real quick, Mike, because, hey, we're all feeling for you, Kirk Cousins. You're the man. You're having a great year, and I'm really sorry for your injury. I really am. You were really playing as good as I've ever seen you, that's for sure.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.